15 salt.
I enter free.
I,
Soldier of the household of the king.
you, I pay nothing. My lot, musketeers.
He begins at 2, plenty of time. The woods are empty, so we try our exercise.
Watch.
Guards, guys, come on.
Come on. How sweet of you to come before they light the hall.
Club.
They'll see us.
No danger.
When we come early, we have time to
Sit here, my son.
Mark the 8th.
Here's the spot for a jolly old sot to suck his burgundy.
Drunkards, bullies, gamblers, good God. And to think, my son, that in this hall they play Rotrou.
Yes, Father. And Corneille.
You painted that.
What is the play this afternoon?
Clarissa,
And who wrote that?
Balthazar Barrow, what a play.
Ah, Le Cid. Yes, that first night I sat there.
Great actors we shall see today. Montfleury,
Lights! Light the lights!
Melrose, Le Beaupré, Chaudelay.
Orange juice, milk, raspberry syrup, lemonade.
Make way, brute!
What's the marquee on the floor?
Not long, only a few moments. They'll go sit on the stage presently.
Calm down, we enter like tradespeople. No crowding, no disturbance, no treading on the toes of citizens. Oh, fine, oh, fine. Quiche! Precise!
The faithful. We are here before the candles.
Oh, be still, you put me in a temper.
Console yourself, Marquis. The lamplighter.
Miniere.
Still sober at this hour?
May I present you Baron Costume de Nervier,
Rather a fine head, is it not, the profile?
Monsieur de Cuichy, de Brissailles.
Enchanted.
He's not ill-looking, possibly a shade behind fashion.
Monsieur is recently from the Touré.
Yes, I've been in Paris 2 or 3 weeks only. I join the guards tomorrow.
Look, Madame la Présidente Aubry.
Oh, we have an audience today.
Yes, a brilliant one.
Yes, all our own people, the gay world.
Madame de Guémené.
Du Bois Dauphin.
Whom we adore.
Madame de Chavigny, who plays with all our hearts.
Why, there's Corneille returned from Rouen.
Academy Hall here.
Yes, I see some of them. There's Boudou, Wassa, Kourou, Boucher, Colombi, Borzay. Ah, those great names, never to be forgotten.
Look at last, Martin-Rod, Eurymedon, Felix, Thierry.
Sweet heaven, how exquisite their surnames are. Marquis, you know them all.
I know them all, Marquis.
My dear boy, I came here to serve you. But where's the lady? Oh, I'll be going.
No, not yet. A little longer. She's always here. Please, I must find some way of meeting her. I'm dying of love. And you know everyone, the whole court and the whole town. You put them all into your songs. At least you can tell me her name. Then she may be one of those aesthetes. How can I talk to a woman in that style? I have no wit. This fine manner of speaking and of writing nowadays is not for me. I'm a soldier and afraid. That's her box on the right, the empty one.
No, I'm going.
No, wait!
Not I. There's a tavern not far away, and I am dying of thirst.
Orange juice,
No.
milk,
No.
muscatel.
Ah, yes. I'll stay a little.
Drag it out!
Poet and pastry cook. A character.
Sir, have you seen Monsieur de Cyrano?
Permit me, Ravenel confectioner, the chief support of modern poetry.
Too much honor.
Patron of the arts. Maecenas, yes, you are.
Undoubtedly the poets gather around my heart.
Uncredited. Himself a poet.
So they say.
Oh, modesty. And you love the theatre.
I adore it, but Cyrano not here. Astonishing.
Why so?
Why, Montfleury plays.
Yes, I hear that hippopotamus assumes the role of Phaedon. What is that, Cyrano?
Have you not heard? Monsieur de Bergerac so hates Montfleury, he has forbidden him for 3 weeks to appear upon the stage. Well, Montfleury plays.
Yes, what then?
Ah, that is what I came to see.
This Cyrano, who is he?
Ah, he is the lad with the long sword.
Noble.
Sufficiently, he is in the guards. His friend Lebray can tell you more. Lebray, looking for Bergerac?
Yes, and for trouble.
Is he not an extraordinary man?
The best friend and the bravest soul alive.
Poet.
Swordsman?
Musician?
Philosopher.
Such a remarkable appearance, too.
Truly, he might have been a model for Callot. One of those wild swashbucklers in a mask, prouder than all the swaggering Camberlins hatched out of Gascony, and to complete his Punchinello figure, such a nose! My lords, there is no such nose as that nose. You cannot look upon it without crying, "Oh no, impossible, exaggerated." Presently he will take it off. But that Monsieur de Bergerac will never do.
He keeps it, and God help the man who smiles.
His sword is one half of the shears of fate.
He will not come.
Will he not? Sir, I lay you a pullet a la Ragno.
Down.
Oh, sweet sirs, look yonder. Is she not frightfully ravishing?
Bloom of the peach, blush of the strawberry.
So fresh, so cool.
Now, quick! Up there in the box, look.
Herself.
Quickly, her name.
Madeleine Robin, called Roxane. Refined, intellectual, unmarried.
Oh?
No title, rich enough. An orphan cousin to Cyrano, of whom we spoke just now.
And the man?
Oh, that man. Comte de Guiche, in love with her. Married himself, however, to the niece of the Cardinal Richelieu. She's Roxane, therefore, to marry one Monsieur de Valvert, a friend of his, a somewhat melancholy gentleman, but well accommodating. She says no. Nevertheless, de Guiche is powerful, not above persecuted. I have written a little song about his little game. Make de Guiche furious. Monsieur de Guiche has a collar of lace, and on his... Oh, listen!
No, adieu.
Whither away?
To Monsieur de Valvert.
Careful, the man's a swordsman. Wait! Someone looking at you.
Roxane.
Oh, very well then. I'll be leaving you. Good day.
No sign anywhere, Cyrano.
Wait and see.
I hope he hasn't seen the program.
This man de Guiche, what ostentation.
Another Gascon.
Gascon, yes, but cold and calculating, certain to succeed, my word for it. Come, shall we make our bow? Wish me none the worse, I promise you.
Beautiful ribbons, Count. That colour now, what is it? Kiss me dear or startled fawn?
I call that shade the Dying Spaniard.
Up, and no false colours either.
Shall we go and sit upon the stage? Come, Valvert.
Valvert? The Vicomte? Oh, that scoundrel. Quick, my glove, I'll throw it in his face. Oh, pickpocket. Who are you? I was looking for a glove.
You found a hand.
Arrest that...
No, let me go. I can tell you something.
Well?
Linear, that friend of yours.
Well?
Good as dead, understand? Ambuscaded. Wrote a song about... Oh, no matter. There's 100 men waiting for him tonight.
100? Who arranged this?
A secret.
What?
Professional secret.
Where are they to be?
Port de Nail, on his way home. Tell him so, save his life.
Yes, but where am I to find him?
It's around the taverns. There's the Golden Grape, the Pineapple, the Bursting Belt, the 2 torches, the 3 funnels, and everyone you leave a line of writing, understand? To warn him.
I'll go. God, what swine! 100 against one man! Leave her here? And leave him? Oh, but I must save Linier.
That sudden hush.
I was told on good authority that...
Yes. Now we should all have to behave ourselves.
Ferry enters now.
Opens the play.
Then Cyrano's not here.
I lose.
So much the better.
Thrice happy he who hides from pomp and power in sylvan shade or solitary bower, where balmy zephyrs fan his burning cheeks.
Friends, have I not forbade you these 3 weeks?
Cyrano himself.
King of Clowns, leave the stage at once.
Now.
You disobey me?
Thrice happy he who hides from pomp and power in sylvan shade or solitary bower.
Well, monarch of mountebanks, must have common plants of forest on your shoulders?
Thrice happy he...
Go! Presently I shall grow angry.
Messieurs, if you protect me...
Well, proceed.
Fat swine, if you
dare breathe one balmy zephyr more, I'll fan your cheeks for you.
Quiet down there.
Unless those gentlemen retain their seats, my cane may bite their ribbons.
That will do.
Oh, flurry. Fly, goose, shoot, take your wings before I pluck your plumes and draw your gauze.
Seekyard.
Off stage.
One moment.
What? Still there? Very good, then I enter, left, with knife, to carve this large Italian sausage.
When you insult me, you insult the muse.
Sir, if the muse who never knew your name had the honor to meet you, then be sure that after one glance at that face of yours, that figure of a mortuary urn, she would apply her buskin toward the rear. With my scabbard here, she'll put her tongue out at you presently. Be gone, Montfleury. Did someone speak?
Monsieur de Cyrano must be another Caesar. Let Brutus lay him low and players La Clarissa.
Let me hear one word more of that same song and I'll destroy you all.
Who might you be? Samson?
Precisely. Will you kindly lend me your jawbone?
What an outrage.
Scandalous noise.
What a game.
And I offer one universal challenge to you all. Will all who wish to die please raise their hands? Approach, young heroes. I will take your names. 1, 2, 3. Not one? Very well, then I go on.
Monsieur,
Attend to me, full moon. I clap my hands 3 times, thus. At the third, you will eclipse yourself. Ready? 1. 2.
Perhaps I'd better...
Come back, let him if he dare.
But you closed the play, La Clarissa by Barrow. Are we to miss our entertainment merely?
My dear old boy, the poetry of Barrow being worth 0 or less, I feel that I have done poetic justice.
Really? Barrow.
Fair ladies shine upon us like the sun, blossom like flowers around us, be our songs heard in a dream, make sweet the hour of death smiling upon us as you close our eyes, inspire, but do not try to criticize.
Quite so. And the mere money, possibly you would like that returned, yes?
Belrose, you speak the first word of intelligence. I would not wound the mantle of the muse. Here, catch, and hold your tongue.
Monsieur, you are hereby authorized to close our play every night on the same terms. And welcome, let us be booed together, you and I. Kindly pass out quietly.
Idiot. What a scandal. Montfleury, the great Montfleury. Did you know the Duc de Candale was his patron? Who was yours?
No one.
No one?
I said no.
What? No great lord to cover with his name?
No, I've told you twice. Must I repeat? No, sir, no patron, but a patroness.
And when do you leave Paris?
That's as may be.
The Duc de Candale has a long arm.
Mine is longer by 3 feet of steel.
Yes, yes. But do you dream of daring?
I do dream of daring.
Surely.
You may go now.
But
you may go. Or tell me, why are you staring at my nose?
No, I...
Does it astonish you?
Your Grace misunderstands me.
Is it long and soft and dangling like a trunk?
I never said it.
Or crooked like an owl's beak? Perhaps a pimple ornaments the end of it?
No.
Or a fly parading up and down? What is this portent?
Oh.
This phenomenon?
But I have been careful not to look.
And why not, if you please?
Why?
It disgusts you then?
My dear sir.
Does its colour appear to you unwholesome?
Oh, by no
or
means.
its form obscene?
Not in the least.
Then why assume this deprecating attitude? Possibly you find it just a trifle large?
No, small, very small.
What?
Infinitesimal.
How? You accuse me of absurdity? Small, my nose, worm.
Oh, my God.
Magnificent, my nose, you pug, you knob, you buttonhead. Know that I glory in this nose of mine, for a great nose indicates a great man, genial, courteous, intellectual, virile, courageous, such as I am, and such as you, poor wretch, would never dare to be even in imagination. For that face, that blank, inglorious concavity is as devoid of pride, of poetry, of soul, of picturesqueness, of contour, of character, of nose, in short, as that which, at the end of that limp spine of yours, my left. Take notice, all who find this feature of my countenance a theme for comedy. When the humorist is noble, then my custom is to show appreciation proper to his rank, more heartfelt and more pointed.
Presently this fellow will grow tiresome.
Oh, he blows his trumpet.
Well, will no one interfere?
No one. Observe.
Yes, Valver.
I myself will proceed to put him in his place. Ah, your nose. Your nose is rather large.
Rather.
Well.
Is that all?
Well, of course.
Ah, no, young sir, you are too simple. Why, you might have said, oh, a great many things. Mon Dieu, why waste your opportunity? For example, thus, aggressive. I say, if that nose were mine, I'd have it amputated on the spot. Friendly. How do you drink with such a nose? You ought to have a cup made specially. Descriptive. It is a rock, a crag, a cape, say rather a peninsula. Kindly. Do you love the little birds so much that when they come and sing to you, you give them this to perch on? Insolent. Sir, when you smoke, the neighbors must suppose your chimney is on fire. Eloquent. When it blows, a typhoon howls and the clouds darken. Dramatic. When it bleeds, the Red Sea. Enterprising. What a sign for some perfumer. Simple. When do they unveil the monument? Respectful. Sir, I recognize in you a man of parts, a man of prominence. Military. Point against cavalry. Or, parodying Faustus in the play, was this the nose that launched 1,000 ships and burnt the topless towers of Ilium? These, my dear sir, are things you might have said had you some tinge of letters or of wit. I say these things lightly myself about myself, but I allow no one else to utter them.
Become dumb.
Oh, these arrogant grand airs. Look at him, not even gloves. No ribbons, no lace, no buckles on his shoes.
I do not dress up like a popping jay. I carry my adornments on my soul. But I have no gloves, a pity too. I had one, the last of an old pair, and lost that, very careless of me. Some gentleman offered me an impertinence. I left it on his face.
Don't bumpkin fool.
Ah, yes. And I, Cyrano de Bergerac. How do you do?
Buffoon.
Oh.
Well, what now?
I must do something to relieve these cramps. This is what comes from lack of exercise.
What is all this?
My sword has gone to sleep.
So be it.
You shall die exquisitely.
Poet?
Yes, a poet if you will. So while we fence, I'll make you a ballad, extempore.
A ballad?
Yes. Do you know what that is? The ballad, sir, is formed of 3 stanzas of 8 lines each.
Oh, come.
And a refrain of 4.
You...
I'll compose one while I fight with you, and at the end of the last line, thrust home.
Will you?
I will. Ballad of a duel at the Hotel de Bourgogne between de Bergerac and a Boeotian.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, that is the title. Stop! Let me choose my rhymes. Now, here we go. Lightly I toss my hat away, languidly over my arm let fall the cloak that covers my bright array. Then, out swords! And to work withal. Where shall I skewer my peacock? Nay, better for you to have shunned this brawl. Here, in the heart, to your ribbons gay. In the belly, under your silken shawl. Hark, how the steel rings musical. Hark, how my point floats light as the foam, ready to drive you back to the wall. And, as I end the refrain, thrust home. Ho for a rhyme. You're white as whale. You break, you cover, you cringe, you crawl. And I penny your last essay. So may eternal the hand forestall life with its honey, death with its gall. So may the turn of my fancy roam free for a time till the rhyme recall. Then, as I end the refrain, thrust home. Ha ha! Prince, pray God that is the Lord of all, pardon your soul, for your time has come. Beat, pass, I feel you a slant, a sprawl. Then, as I end the refrain, thrust home.
A novelty.
Monsieur, will you permit me? It was altogether fine. I think I may appreciate these things. Moreover, I have been stamping for pure joy.
Who was that musketeer?
Why, it was D'Artagnan.
Ah!
Come here and tell me.
I'll let this crowd go first. May we stay?
Certainly. Strike! Close the house! Leave the lights! We rehearse the new farce after dinner!
You do not dine?
No.
Why not?
Because I have no money.
But the purse of gold.
Farewell, paternal pension.
So you have until the 1st of next month.
Nothing.
What a fool.
But what a gesture.
Pardon, monsieur. A man ought never to go hungry. See, I have everything here. Please.
My dear child, I cannot bend this Gascon pride of mine to accept such a kindness. Yet, for fear I may give you pain if I refuse, I will take, not very much, a grape, one only, and a glass of water, and half a macaroon.
Old idiot.
Please, nothing more.
Why, yes, your hand to kiss.
Thank you, sir. Good night.
Now I'm listening. Well,
these fatheads with the bellicose grand airs will have you ruined if you listen to them. Talk to a man of sense, and hear how all your swagger impresses him.
Enormously.
The Cardinal.
Was he here?
He must have thought you...
Original.
Well, but...
He is himself a playwright. He'll not be too displeased that I've closed another author's play.
But look at all the enemies you've made.
How many do you think?
Just 48, without the women.
Count them.
Montfleury, Barrault, de Guiche, the Vicomte, the old man, all the Academy.
Enough! You make me happy.
But where is all this leading you? What is your plan?
I've been wandering, wasting my force upon too many plans. Now I've chosen one.
What one?
The simplest. To make myself in all things admirable.
Well then, the real reason why you hate Montfleury. Come, the truth now.
That Silenus who cannot hold his belly in his arms still dreams of being sweetly dangerous among the women. I hate him ever since one day he dared smile upon... Oh, my friend, I seem to see over a flower some great snail crawling.
What? Is it possible?
For me to love, I love.
May I know? You've never said.
Whom I love? Think a moment. Think of me whom the plainest woman would despise. Me with this nose of mine that marches on before me by a quarter of an hour. Whom should I love? Why, of course, it must be the woman in the world most beautiful.
Most beautiful?
In all this world. Most sweet, also most wise, most witty, and most fair.
Who and what is this woman?
Nature's own snare to allure manhood. A white rose wherein love lies in ambush for its natural prey. Who knows her smile has known a perfect thing.
Well, of course. That makes everything clear.
Transparently.
Alain Robert, your cousin?
Yes, Roxanne.
And why not? If you love her, tell her so. You've covered yourself with glory in her eyes this very day.
My old friend, look at me and tell me how much hope remains for me with this protuberance. Oh, I've no more illusions. Now and then, I may grow tender, walking alone in the blue cool of evening through some garden fresh with flowers after the benediction of the rain. My poor big devil of a nose inhales April. And so I follow with my eyes where some boy with a girl upon his arm passes a patch of silver. And I feel somehow I wish I had a woman too, walking with little steps under the moon and holding my arm so and smiling. And then I dream and I forget. And then I see the shadow of my profile on the wall.
My friend.
My friend, I have my bitter days knowing myself so ugly, so alone sometimes.
You weep?
Oh, not that ever. No, that would be too grotesque. Tears trickling down all the long way along this nose of mine. I would not so profane the dignity of sorrow. Never any tears for me. Why, there's nothing more sublime than tears. Nothing.
Love's no more than chance.
Fool! I love Juliet. Am I Romeo? I am a moth that stumbles at a star.
But your wit, your courage. Why, that poor child who offered you just now your dinner, you saw with your own eyes. Her eyes did not avoid you.
That is true.
Well, then, Roxanne herself, watching your duel, paler than...
Pale?
Her lips parted, her hand thus at her breast. I saw it. Speak to her. Speak, man.
Through my nose, she might laugh at me. That is the one thing in this world I fear.
The lady asking for Monsieur.
Mon Dieu, her duenna.
Monsieur, a message for you. From our good cousin, we desire to know when and where we may see you privately.
To see me?
To see you. We have certain things to tell you.
Certain
things.
Mon Dieu.
We go tomorrow at the first flush of the dawn to hear Mass at Saint Roch. Then afterwards, where can we meet and talk a little?
Where? Oh, mon Dieu. Mon Dieu.
Well?
I'm thinking.
And you think?
The shop of Ragueneau, pastry cook.
Who dwells?
Mon Dieu. Ah, yes. Oh, mon Dieu. Rue Saint-Honoré. Oh, mon Dieu.
We are agreed. Remember, 7 o'clock. Until then?
I'll be there. Me? To see me?
You're not quite so gloomy.
After all, she knows that I exist, no matter why.
So now?
No. I'm going to be a flame, a storm. I'm going to fight whole armies all alone. I have 10 hearts. I have 100 arms. I feel too strong to war with mortals. Bring me giants.
Hey, less noise. We're rehearsing here.
Aha, we're going.
Cyrano.
What is it?
Here's your stray lamb.
Linier, what's wrong with him?
He wants you.
He's afraid to go home.
Why?
This letter, 100 men waiting, understand? Port the Nell. Way home might be dangerous. Would you permit me to spend the night with you?
100? Is that all? You're going home.
Why?
Take the lantern. Forward march. I say I'll be the man tonight that sees you home.
100 against 1.
Those are the odds tonight.
But why help this drunkard here?
Because this drunkard, this ton of sack, this butt of Burgundy, once in his life has done one lovely thing. After the Mass, according to the form, he saw one day the lady of his heart take holy water for a blessing. So this one, who shudders at a drop of rain, this fellow here, runs headlong to the font, bends down and drinks it dry.
I say, that was a pretty thought.
Aha, was it not? And gentlemen, remember now, no rescue, let me fight alone.
But why against one poor poet, 100 men?
Come on, I'm going to watch.
Come, all of you, the Dr. Isabel, Leon, the whole company, a swarm of murmuring golden bees. We'll parody Italian farce and tragedy of blood, ribbons for banners, masks for blazonry, and tambourines to be our rolling drums.
Bravo!
You violins, play us an overture. Bravo, officers, ladies in costume, and 20 paces in advance, myself alone with glory fluttering over me, alone as Lucifer at war with heaven. Remember, no one lifts a hand to help. Ready there, 1, 2, 3, porter, the door. Look, Paris dreams, nocturnal, nebulous under the blue moonbeams. Nature's own setting for the scene we play. Yonder, behind her veil of mist, the Seine, like a mysterious and magic mirror, trembles. And you shall see what you shall see. Did you not ask, my dear, why against one singer they send 100 swords? Because they know this one man for a friend of mine.
Oui, on chalet.
Custard, peacock roti.
Cakes and confection.
Beef en casserole.
Over the coppers of my kitchen flows the frosted silver dawn. Silence awhile the god who sings within thee, Ragueneau. Lay down the lute, the oven calls for thee.
Rose.
Heart, veil, O muse, thy virgin eyes from the lewd gleam of these terrestrial fires. Your rose lack balance, and here's the proper form. And you, along the interminable spit arrange the modest pullet and the lordly Turk alternately, my son, as great Malherbe alternates male and female rhymes.
Master, I thought of you when I designed this, hoping it might please you.
Ah, a lyre!
In puff paste.
And the jewels, candied fruit.
And the strings, barley sugar.
Oh, go and drink my health. Oh, shh, my wife, circulate and hide that money. Graceful, yes, this lyre.
Ridiculous. Here.
Paper bags, thank you. My manuscripts, the sacred verses of my poets, rent asunder limb from limb, butchered to make base packages of pastry. Oh, you are one of those insane bacchantes who destroyed Orpheus.
Your dirty poets left them here to pay for eating half our stock in trade. We ought to make some profit out of them.
And would you blame the locust for his song?
I blame the locust for his appetite.
What a way to use poetry.
Well, what is the use of it?
But, my dear girl, what would you do with prose? Well, dear?
3 little patties.
Yes. There we are, all hot and brown.
Would you mind wrapping them?
One of my paper bags. Oh, certainly. Ulysses when he left Penelope. Oh, not that one. Phoebus, golden crowned. Oh, not that one.
Well, they're waiting.
Very well, very well. The sonnet to Phyllis. Oh, it does seem hard.
What is the time?
Oh, 6 o'clock.
1 hour more.
Felicitations!
And for what?
Your victory, I saw it all.
Which one?
At the Hotel de Bourgogne.
Oh, the duel.
The duel in rhyme.
He talks of nothing else.
Nonsense.
Then as I end the refrain, gosh, what a lie. Then as I end...
What time now, Ragueneau?
5 after 6. Thrust home. A ballad, too.
Your hand. What have you done?
Oh, my hand. Nothing.
What danger now?
No danger.
I believe he's lying.
Why, was I looking down my nose? That must have been a devil of a lie. I expect someone. Leave us here alone when the time comes.
How can I? In a moment my poets will be here.
To break their fast.
Take them away then when I give the sign. What time?
10 minutes past.
Have you a pen?
An eagle's feather.
Greeting, my dear.
Who is this?
My wife's friend. A terrific warrior, so he says.
I see. What time now?
6:15.
One little word of all the many thousand I have here. Come. I'll write to her that letter I have written on my heart, torn up and written over many times, so many times, that all I have to do is to remember and to write it down.
Here come your scarecrows.
Comrade.
My dear brother.
Oh, Lord of hosts, how sweet thy dwellings are.
Phoebus, Apollo of the silver spoon.
You feed of cookery.
These geniuses, they put one at one's ease.
We were delayed by the crowd at the Portinel.
Dead men, all scarred and gory, scattered on the stones. Villainous-looking scoundrels, 8 of them.
8? I thought only 7.
Do you know the hero of this hecatomb?
I? No.
Do you?
They say one man alone put to flight all this crowd.
Everywhere lay swords, daggers, pikes, bludgeons.
Your eyes?
As far as the key days of hell, hats and cloaks. Why, that man must have been the devil.
Your lips?
Some savage monster might have done this thing.
Looking upon you, I grow faint with fear.
What have you written lately, Ragueneau?
Your friend who loves you. So, No, Sidney. I'll give it her myself.
A recipe in rhyme.
Need a short line.
Here, Mr. Bergerac, cocking his hat at me.
Look how those buns follow the hungry poet with their eyes, those almond eyes.
Yeah, we're listening. Here's cream puff, flat little baby, 2 white smiles. Breakfast or dinner?
A recipe in rhyme. A recipe for making almond tart. Beat your eggs, the yolk and white, very light. Mingle with their creamy fluff drops of lime juice, cool and green. Then pour in milk of almonds, just enough. Dainty patty pans embraced in puff paste. Have these ready within reach. With your thumb and finger, pinch half an inch up around the edge of each. Into these, a score or more, slowly pour all your store of custard. So take them, bake them golden brown. Now sit down. Almond tartlet ragono.
You not see these fellows fattening themselves?
I know. I would not look. It might embarrass them. You see, I love a friendly audience. Besides, another vanity, I am pleased when they enjoy my cooking.
Be off with you, good little soul. Madame, this musketeer, he is making love to you.
If any man offends my virtue, all I have to do is look at him once.
I do not find those eyes of yours unconquerable. Now listen, I am fond of Ragueneau. I allow no one, do you understand, to take his name in vain.
You think...
I think I interrupt you, sir.
You swallowed that? You ought to have pulled his nose.
His nose? His nose? Ragueneau.
Come inside, gentlemen. We shall be more comfortable in here.
Cakes, bring them along. If I can find the faintest spark of hope, then...
Good morning, cousin.
Welcome.
Monsieur?
Pardon, one word.
Take 2.
Have you a good digestion?
Wonderful.
Good. Here are 2 sonnets by Bergerac, which I will fill for you with eclairs.
Ooh!
Do you like cream puffs?
With whipped cream?
Here are 3, 6, embosomed in a poem by Saint-Amand. This ode of Chapelain looks deep enough to hold a jelly roll. Do you love nature?
Mad about it.
Then go out and eat these in the street. Do not return until you finish them. Blessed above all others be the hour when you remembered to remember me and came to tell me... What?
First, let me thank you, because that man, that creature whom your sword made sport of yesterday, his patron, one...
De Guiche?
Who thinks himself in love with me, would have forced that man upon me for a husband.
I understand. So much the better then. I fought not for my nose, but your bright eyes.
Are you, I wonder, still the same big brother almost that you used to be when we were children, playing by the pond in the old garden down there?
Oh, I remember every summer you came to Bergerac.
You used to make swords out of bulrushes.
You dandelion dolls with golden hair.
And those green plums.
And those black mulberries.
In those days you did everything I wished.
Roxane in short skirts was called Madeleine.
Was I pretty?
Oh, not to play.
Sometimes when you had hurt your hand, you used to come running to me and I would be your mother and say, oh, in a very grown-up voice, now what have you been doing to yourself? Let me see. Your hand. Let me see. Still, at your age. How did you do that?
Playing with the big boys down by the Portinale.
Come here to me.
Such a wise little mother.
And tell me, while I wash this blood away, how many you played with.
Oh, about 100.
Tell me.
No, let me go. Tell me what you were going to tell me, if you dared.
I think I do dare now. It seems like long ago when I could tell you things. Yes, I dare. Listen, I love someone.
Huh?
Yes?
Someone who does not know. At least, not yet.
Huh?
But he will know someday.
Yes.
A big boy who loves me too, but is afraid of me and keeps away and never says one word.
No?
Let me have your hand a moment. Why? How hot it is. I know. I see him trying.
Yes?
Besides, only to think, this is a secret. He is a soldier, too, in your own regiment.
Yes?
Yes, in the Guards. Your company, too.
Yes?
And such a man. He is proud, noble, fine, brave, beautiful.
Beautiful.
What's the matter?
Nothing. This, I saw a hand.
Well, I love him. That is all. Oh, and I never saw him anywhere except the comedy.
You have never spoken?
Only our eyes.
Why then, how do you know?
People talk about people, and I hear things, and I know.
You say he's in the Guards? His name?
Baron Christian de Neviette.
He is not in the Guards?
Yes, since this morning under Captain Carbon de Casteljalou.
So soon we lose our hearts. But, my dear child...
I have eaten the cakes, Monsieur de Bergerac.
Good. Now go out and read the poetry. But, my dear child, you who love only words, wit, the grand manner, why, for all you know, the man may be a savage or a fool.
Not with such eyes. I read his soul in them.
Yes, all our souls are written in our eyes. But if he be a bungler...
Then I shall die. There.
I do not yet quite understand, madame, the reason for your confidence.
They say that in your company, it frightens me. You are all Gascons.
And that we pick a quarrel with any new man who intrudes himself, whose blood is not pure Gascon like our own? Is that what you have heard?
I am so afraid for him.
Not without reason.
And I thought you were so brave, so invincible yesterday against all those brutes. If you, whom they all fear...
Oh, well, I will defend your little baron.
Will you, just for me? Because I have always been your friend.
Of course.
Will you be his friend?
I will be his friend.
And never let him fight a duel?
No, never.
Oh, but you're so good. I must go. You never told me about last night. Why, you must have been a hero. Have him write and tell me all about it, will you?
Of course.
I always did love you. 100 men against one. Well, at you. We are great friends, are we not?
Of course.
He must write to me. 100. You shall tell me the whole story someday when I have time. 100 men. What courage.
Oh, I have done better since.
May we come in?
Yes.
Here he is, our hero.
Our captain.
We know all our company are here.
No.
Come, they're waiting for you.
No.
Only across the street, come.
Please.
Our champion refuses. He is not feeling well today. Here they come now.
Come to my arms.
To mine.
To mine.
Baron, have mercy.
You won't, Baron.
Our coronets would star the midnight sky.
The whole town's looking for you, raving mad at triumph. Those who saw the fight.
I hope you haven't told them where I am.
Certainly I will.
Bishop, shut the door! Here comes old Harris!
And Rostand?
My friend! Yesterday I did not have so many friends.
Success at last.
My dear Bill.
So, and how long have I been dear to you?
1 moment, pray. I have 2 ladies in my carriage here. Let me present
Certainly. And first, who will present you, sir, to me?
Monsieur,
Well,
your full name. I will compose a Pentecost.
Monsieur.
that will do.
Monsieur de Guiche, who wishes to express
his admiration. I have heard of your affair.
Bravo!
The story would have been incredible were it not for the witness.
Something is wrong with you. Are you in pain?
Hush. Your name is known already as a soldier. You are one of those wild Gascons, are you not?
The Guards? Yes. A cadet?
One of ourselves.
So then all these gentlemen with the haughty air, these are the famous...
Cyrano.
Captain?
Our troop being all present, Be so kind as to present them to the Comte de Guiche.
The cadets of Gascoigne, the defenders of Combat de Castelgelou. The cadets of Gascoigne, the defenders of Combat de Castelgelou. Free fighters, free lovers, free spenders. The cadets of Gascoigne, the defenders of old homes, old names, and old splendors. A proud and a pestilent crew. The cadets of Gascoigne, the defenders of Combat de Castelgelou. Hawk-eyed they stare down all contenders. The wolf bears his fangs as they do. Make way there, you fat money lenders.
Hawk-eyed they stare down all contenders.
Old boots that have been to their enders, old cloaks that are worn through and through.
Hawk-eyed they stare down all contenders, the wolf bears his fangs as they do.
All of our Gascon defenders, who win every woman they woo. Hot haters and loyal befrienders.
Skulkers they are and sword benders.
Whenever a quarrel engenders, they're ready and waiting for you.
The cadets of Gascoigne, the defenders of Carbon de Castelgelou. Ha!
Poets are fashionable nowadays to have a bout one. Would you care to join my following?
No, sir, I do not follow.
Your duel yesterday amused my uncle, the Cardinal. I might help you there.
Grand Dieu.
I suppose you've written a tragedy. They all have.
Now at last you'll have it played. Your Agrippine.
Why not? Take it to him.
Really?
He's himself a dramatist. Let him rewrite a few lines here and there, and he'll approve the rest.
Impossible. My blood curdles to think of altering one comma.
You're proud, my friend.
You have observed that.
Cyrano, see here. Look what we found this morning in the street. The plumes dropped in their flight by those fine birds who showed the white feather.
Spoils of the hunt, well mounted.
Whoever hired those rascals, he must be an angry man today.
Who was it, do you know?
Myself.
I hired them to do the sort of work we do not soil our hands with. Punishing a drunken poet.
What shall we do with them?
Sir, will you not return these plumes to your brave friends?
My chair! My porters here immediately! As for you, sir, have you read Don Quixote?
I have, and I salute the hero.
Chair ready.
Be so good as to read once more the chapter of the windmills.
Chapter 13.
Windmills, remember, if you fight with them.
My enemies change then with every wind.
May swing round their huge arms and cast you down into the mire.
Or upward to the stars.
Ah!
You've done it now. You've made your fortune.
There you go again, growling.
At least this latest pose of yours, ruining every chance that comes your way, becomes exaggerated.
Very well, then I exaggerate.
Oh, you do?
Yes, on principle, there are some things in this world a man does well to carry to extremes.
Stop trying to be the three musketeers in one. Fortune and glory.
What would you have me do? Seek for the patronage of some great man, and like a creeping vine on a tall tree, crawl upward where I cannot stand alone? No, thank you. Dedicate as others do poems to pawnbrokers? Be a buffoon in the vile hope of teasing out a smile on some cold face? No, thank you. Eat a toad for breakfast every morning, make my knees callous, and cultivate a supple spine, wear out my belly groveling in the dust? No, thank you, no, I thank you, and again I thank you, no. But to sing, to laugh, to dream, to walk in my own way and be alone.
Alone, yes. But why stand against the world? What devil has possessed you now to go everywhere making yourself enemies? This is madness.
Method, let us say. It is my pleasure to displease. I love hatred. Imagine how it feels to face the volley of 1,000 angry eyes, the bile of envy and the froth of fear spattering little drops about me.
Tell this to all the world, and then to me say very softly that she loves you not.
Hush!
Cyrano, your story!
Presently.
The story of the combat, an example for this young tadpole here.
Tadpole?
Yes, you narrow-gutted northerner.
Sir!
Hark ye, Monsieur de Neuvillette. You are to know there is a certain subject, I would say a certain object, never to be named among us, utterly unmentionable.
And that is?
Look at this. You understand?
Why, yes, the
We never speak that word
to breathe it is to have to do with him. He has exterminated several whose tone of voice suggested.
Would you die before your time? One word, one syllable, one gesture, nay, one sneeze. Your handkerchief becomes your winding sheet.
Captain?
Sir?
What is the proper thing to do when Gascons grow too boastful?
Prove to them that one may be a Norman and have courage.
I thank you.
Cyrano!
Come, the story. Oh, my story. Well, I marched on all alone to meet these devils. Overhead the moon hung like a gold watch at the fob of heaven, till suddenly some angel rubbed a cloud as it might be a handkerchief across the shining crystal, and the night came down. No lamps in those back streets. It was so dark. Morduous. You couldn't see beyond...
Your nose.
Who is that man there?
A recruit. Arrived this morning.
A recruit?
His name is Christian de Navier.
Oh, I see. Very well. As I was saying, Mortus! It grew dark. You couldn't see your hand before your face. I marched on, thinking how, all for the sake of one old souse who wrote a bawdy song wherever he took...
A noseful?
Took a notion whenever he took the notion. For his sake, I might antagonize some dangerous man, one powerful enough to make me pay...
Through the nose.
Pay the piper! After all, I thought, why am I putting in my...
Nose.
My oar! Why am I putting in my oar? The quarrel's none of mine. However, now that I'm here, I might as well go through with it. Come, Gascon, do your duty. Suddenly, a sword flashed in the dark. I caught it fair...
On the nose.
On the blade. Before I knew it, there I was...
Rubbing noses.
Ah! Tanya! Out of here, all of you!
At last!
Leave me alone with that man.
He cried, I'll have the fellow chopped into sausage. He'll never leave enough of his own.
To my arms.
Sir?
You have courage.
Oh, that.
You're brave. That pleases me.
You mean...
Do you not know I am her brother? Come.
Whose?
Hers. Roxanne.
Her brother? You?
Her cousin. Much the same.
And she has told you?
Everything.
She loves me?
Perhaps.
My dear sir, more than I can say, I'm honored.
This is rather sudden.
Please forgive me.
He's a handsome devil, this fellow.
On my honor, if you knew how much I have admired.
Yes, yes, and all those noses which...
Oh, please, I apologize.
Roxanne expects a letter.
Not from me.
Yes, why not?
Once I write, that ruins all.
And why?
Because I am a fool, stupid enough to hang myself.
But no, you are no fool. You call yourself a fool. There's proof enough in that. Besides, you did not attack me like a fool.
Anyone can pick a quarrel. Yes, I have a sort of rough and ready soldier's tongue, I know that. But with any woman, paralyzed, speechless, dumb, I can only look at them. Yet sometimes, when I go away, their eyes...
Why not their hearts, if you should wait and see?
No, I am one of those. I know, those men who never can make love.
Strange. It seems if I gave my mind to it, I might perhaps make love well.
Oh, if I had words to say what I have here.
If I could be a handsome little musketeer with eyes.
Besides, you know, Roxanne, how sensitive. One rough word and the sweet illusion gone.
I wish you might be my interpreter.
I wish I had your wit.
Borrow it, then. Your beautiful young manhood, lend me that, and we two make one hero of romance.
What?
Would you dare repeat to her the words I gave you day by day?
You mean...
I mean Roxanne shall have no disillusionment. Come, shall we win her both together? Take the soul within this leathern jack of mine and breathe it into you.
But, Cyrano...
But, Christian, why not?
I am afraid...
I know. Afraid that when you have her all alone, you lose all? Have no fear. It is yourself she loves. Give her yourself put into words, my words upon your lips.
But
will you? Will you?
Does it mean so much to you?
It means a comedy, a situation for a poet. Come, shall we collaborate? I'll be your cloak of darkness, your enchanted sword, your ring to charm the fairy princess.
But the letter? Oh, I cannot write.
Yes, the letter. Here.
What is this?
All there. All but the address. Oh, you may send it. It will serve.
But why have you done this?
I've amused myself, as we all do, we poets, writing vows to Cloris, Phyllis, any pretty name. You might have had a pocket full of them. Take it and turn to facts my fantasies. I loose these loves like doves into the air. Give them a habitation and a home. Here, take it. You'll find me all the more eloquent being insincere. Come.
First, there must be a few changes here and there, written at random. How can it fit Roxanne?
Like her own glove.
No, but...
My son, have faith in the love of women for themselves. Roxanne will know this letter for her own.
My friend, thank you.
Silence like the tomb. I hardly dare look.
Mon Dieu. Here's our devil Christianized. Bend one nostril and he turns the other.
Now we are allowed to talk about his nose. Hey, Lisa, come here.
What a horrid smell, sir. What is it? You ought to know about such things. What seems to have died around here?
You cabbage head!
And so she ran off with a musketeer. I was ruined. I was alone. Remained nothing for me to do but hang myself. So I did that. Presently along comes Monsieur de Bergerac and cuts me down and makes me steward to his cousin.
Ruined? I thought your pastry was a great success.
Lisa loved the soldiers and I loved the poets. Mars ate up all the cakes Apollo left. It did not take long.
Roxanne, are you ready? We are late.
Putting on my cape.
Clomere across the way receives on Thursday nights. We are to have a psycho-colloquy upon the tender passion.
Ah, the tender
passion. Roxanne, hurry, dear. We shall miss the tender passion.
Coming.
La 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 la.
Serenade. How pleasant.
No. If natural, you natural-born fool.
No doubt your honour knows if natural when he lives.
I'm a musician infant, a pupil of Grassani.
La 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 la.
Can't give me there. La 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 la.
Is that you, Cyrano?
I who praise your lilies fair, but long to love your roses.
I'll be down. Wait.
Did you train these virtuosi?
No, I won them as a bet from Das Soucet, and so until tomorrow they are mine, my private orchestra, pleasant at first, but they become a trifle. Here, go, play a minuet to Montfleury. Tell him I sent you. I came as usual to inquire after our friend. Play out of tune and keep on playing. Our friend of the great soul.
He is beautiful and brilliant, and I love him.
Do you find Christian intellectual?
More so than you, even.
Oh, I'm glad.
No man ever so beautifully said those things, those pretty nothings that are everything. Oh, sometimes he falls into a reverie. His inspiration fails, then all at once he will say something absolutely...
Really?
How like a man. You think a man who has a handsome face must be a fool.
He talks about matters of the heart?
He does not talk. He rhapsodizes dreams.
He writes well.
Wonderfully. Listen now. Take my heart. I shall have it all the more. Plucking the flowers, we keep the plant in bloom. Well?
Oh.
And this, knowing you have in store more heart to give than I to find heart room.
First he has too much and then too little. Just how much heart does he need?
You are teasing me. You are jealous.
Jealous?
Of his poetry. You poets are like that. And these last lines, are they not the last word in tenderness? There is no more to say. Only believe that unto you my whole heart gives one cry. And writing writes down more than you receive, sending you kisses through my fingertips. Lady, oh, read my letter with your lips.
Yes, those last lines, but you were right.
Oh, listen to this.
You know them all by heart?
Everyone.
I must say that is flattering.
He is a master.
Oh, come.
Yes, a master.
Well, a master, if you will.
Monsieur de Guiche, go inside, monsieur. If he does not find you here, it may be just as well. He may suspect.
My secret, yes. Let him not know that...
Very well, very well. Then I'll go in.
We were just going.
Oh, I only came to say farewell.
You leave Paris?
Yes, for the front. And tonight, we have orders to besiege Arras.
Arras?
Yes. My departure leaves you cold.
Oh, not that.
It has left me desolate. When shall I see you? Ever? Did you know I was made a colonel?
Bravo.
The regiment of the Guards.
Of the Guards?
His regiment, your cousin, the mighty man of words. Down there, we may have an accounting.
Are you sure the Guards are ordered?
Under my command.
Christian.
What is it?
To the war. Perhaps never again to... When a woman cares, is that nothing?
You say this to me.
Tell me something. My cousin, you say you mean to be revenged on him? Do you mean that?
Why? Would you care?
Not for him.
Do you see him?
Now and then.
He goes about everywhere nowadays as one of the cadets. De Neville...
tall man?
Blonde.
Rosy cheeks?
Handsome. And a fool.
So he appears. But, Cyrano, what will you do to him? Order him into danger? He loves that. I know what I should do.
What?
Leave him here with his cadets while all the regiment goes on to glory. Well, that would torture him. To sit all through the war with folded arms. I know his nature. If you hate that man, strike at his self-esteem.
Oh, woman. Who but a woman would have thought of this?
He'll eat his heart out while his Gascon friends bite their nails all day long in Paris here, and you will be avenged.
Oh, you love me then. A little? Making my enemies your own, hating them, I should like to see in that a sign of love, Roxanne.
Perhaps it is one.
Here are the orders for each company, ready to send. This is for the Guards. I'll keep that. Cyrano. Oh, you too. You play your little games, do you?
Sometimes.
I'm mad over you. Listen, I leave tonight, but let you through my hands now when I feel you trembling. Listen, close by, in the Rue d'Orléans, the Capuchins have their new convent. By their law, no layman may pass inside those walls. I'll see to that. Their sleeves are wide enough to cover me. The servants of my Uncle Cardinal will fear his nephew. Oh, so I'll come to you masked, after everyone knows I have gone.
If this be known, your honor.
Oh.
The war, your duty.
Oh, only say yes.
No.
Whisper.
I ought not to whose sake I fear.
I must go. Will that content you?
Yes, my friend.
Until then.
Yes, my friend?
Not a word to Cyrano. He would never forgive me if he knew I stole his war.
Cousin, we are going over. Alcondre speaks tonight amplissement.
Never mind me.
If Christian comes, tell him to wait.
Oh.
Yes, what?
When he comes, what will you talk about?
About?
Well?
You will not tell him, will you?
I am dumb.
About nothing? Or about everything? I shall say, speak of love in your own words. Improvise. Rhapsodize. Be eloquent.
Good.
Shh. Not a word. He must be unprepared.
Of course. Shh. Christian! I have your theme. Tune up your memory. Here is your chance now to surpass yourself. No time to lose. Come, look intelligent. Come home and learn your lines.
No.
What?
I'll wait here for Roxanne.
What lunacy is this? Come quickly.
No, I say, I've had enough. Taking my words, my letters, all from you, making our love a little comedy. It was a game at first, but now she cares. Thanks to you. I'm not afraid. I'll speak for myself now.
Very well.
I will. Why not? I'm no such fool, you shall see. Besides, my dear friend, you have taught me much. I ought to know something. By God, I know enough to take a woman in my arms. There she is now. Cyrano, wait, stay here.
Speak for yourself, my friend.
Is that you, Christian? Let us stay here in the twilight. The air is fragrant. I shall be alone. Sit down there. So. Now, tell me things.
I love you.
Yes. Speak to me about love.
I love you.
Now, be eloquent.
I love...
You have your theme. Improvise. Rhapsodize.
I love you so.
Of course. And then?
And then? Oh, I should be so happy if you loved me too, Roxanne. Say that you love me too.
I ask for cream. You give me milk and water. Tell me first a little how you love me.
Very much.
Oh, tell me how you feel.
Your throat. Oh, if only I might kiss it.
Christian.
I love you so.
Again?
No, not again. I do not love you.
That is better.
I adore you.
Oh.
I know, I grow absurd.
And that displeases me as much as if you had grown ugly.
I
gather your dreams together into words.
I love...
I know. You love me. And you...
But wait, please let me... I was going to say...
That you adore me. Yes. I know that too. No. Go away.
I was...
A great success.
Help me.
Not I.
I cannot live unless she loves me now, this moment.
How the devil am I to teach you now, this moment?
Wait. Look up there. Quick.
A window.
I shall die.
That's nice.
Oh,
It does seem fairly dark.
Well?
Let us try what can be done. It's more than you deserve. Stand over there. Idiot, there, before the balcony. Let me stand underneath. I'll whisper you what to say.
She may hear, she may...
Less noise.
Monsieur? We serenaded Montfleury. What next?
Down to the corner of the street. One this way, the other over there. If anybody passes, play a tune.
What tune, O musical philosopher?
Sad for a man, merry for a woman. Now go. Hey, call her.
Roxanne?
Wait.
gravel. There.
Who is calling?
I,
Who?
Christian.
You again?
I had to tell you.
Good. Keep your voice down.
No, go away. You tell me nothing.
Please.
You do not love me anymore.
No, not anymore.
No, not anymore.
I love you.
I love you.
Evermore.
Evermore.
And ever.
And ever.
More and more.
More and more.
A little better.
Love grows and struggles like...
Love grows and struggles like...
An angry child.
An angry child.
Breaking my heart.
Breaking my heart.
His
cradle.
Better still. But such a babe is dangerous. Why not have smothered it newborn?
And so I do.
And yet he lives. And yet he lives. I found. As you shall find.
This newborn babe.
This newborn babe.
An infant.
An infant. Hercules.
Strong enough.
Strong enough.
At birth. To strangle
those two serpents.
Doubt.
And pride.
Why, very well. Tell me now why you speak so haltingly. Has your imagination gone lame?
Here, this grows too difficult.
Your words tonight hesitate. Why?
Through the warm summer gloom, they grope in darkness towards the light of you.
My words well aimed find you more readily.
My heart is open wide and waits for them, too large a mark to miss. My words fly home heavy with honey like returning bees to your small secret ear. Moreover, yours fall to me swiftly, mine more slowly rise.
Yet not so slowly as they did at first.
They have learnt the way, and you have welcomed them.
Am I so far above you now?
So far that if you let fall upon me one hard word out of that height, you crush me.
I'll come down.
No.
Stand you on the bench. Come near.
No.
And why so great a no?
Let me enjoy the one moment that I ever... my one chance to speak to you unseen.
Unseen?
Yes. Night, making all things dimly beautiful, one veil over us both. You only see the darkness of a long cloak in the gloom, and I the whiteness of a summer gown. You are all light, I am all shadow. How can you know what this moment means to me? If I were ever eloquent.
You were eloquent.
You never heard till now my own heart speaking.
Why not?
Until now I spoke through...
Yes.
Through the sweet drunkenness you pour into the world out of your eyes. But tonight I indeed speak for the first time.
For the first time. Your voice even is not the same.
How should it be? I have another voice tonight, my own, myself daring. Where was I? I forget. Forgive me. This is all sweet like a dream, strange like a dream.
How strange.
Is it not so to be myself to you and have no fear of moving you to laughter?
Laughter? Why?
Because, what am I? What is any man that he dare ask for you? Therefore my heart hides behind phrases.
But poetry.
I have made rhymes for you, not now. Look once at the high stars that shine in heaven and put off artificiality.
But poetry.
Love hates that game of words. It is a crime to fence with life. I tell you, there comes one moment once, and God help those who pass that moment by, when beauty stands looking into the soul with grave, sweet eyes that sicken at pretty words.
And when that moment comes, what words will you?
All those that blossom in my heart, I'll fling to you, armfuls of loose bloom. Love. I love beyond breath, beyond reason, beyond love's own power of loving. Your name is like a golden bell hung in my heart, and when I think of you, I tremble, and the bell swings and rings. Roxanne, Roxanne, along my veins, Roxanne. I know all small forgotten things that once meant you. I remember last year, the 1st of May, a little before noon, you had your hair drawn low. That one time only. Is that strange?
You know how, after looking at the sun, one sees red suns everywhere? So for hours after the flood of sunshine that is you, my eyes were blinded by your burning hair. Yes, that is love, that wind of terrible and jealous beauty blowing over me. That dark fire, that music. Yet love seeketh not his own. Dear, you may take my happiness to make you happier, even though you never knew I gave it to you. Only let me hear sometimes all alone the distant laughter of your joy. I never look at you, but there's some new virtue born in me, some new courage. Do you begin to understand a little? Can you feel my soul there in the darkness breathe on you? Oh, but tonight, now, I dare say these things, I to you, and you hear them. It is my voice, mine, my own, that makes you tremble in the green gloom above me. For you do tremble as a blossom among leaves. You tremble, and I can feel all the way down along these jasmine branches, whether you will or no, the passion of you trembling.
Yes, I do tremble, and I weep, and I love you, and I am yours, and you have made me thus.
What is death like, I wonder? I know everything else now. Only let me ask one thing more.
One kiss.
One?
You.
You ask me for?
You go too far. She is willing. Why not make the most of it?
Only one, is that all?
I did ask, but I ask you to refuse.
Why? Why? Christian, be quiet.
What is that you say to yourself?
Hark! Someone is coming.
Oh. A sad tune, a merry tune. Man, woman. What do they mean? I asked a priest.
I am looking for the house of Madame Madeleine Robin.
What does he want? This way. To the right. Keep to the right.
Thank you, sir. I'll say my beads for you.
Good fortune, Father, and my service to you.
Win me that kiss.
No.
Sooner or later.
True. That is true. Sooner or later it will be so, because you are young and she is beautiful. But since it must be, I'd rather be myself the cause of what must be.
Are you still there? We were speaking of...
A kiss. The word is sweet. What will the deed be? Why, what shame. There was a Queen of France not long ago and a great Lord of England, a Queen's gift, a crown jewel.
Indeed?
Indeed. Like him I have my sorrows and my silences. Like her you are a queen I dare adore. Like him I am faithful and forlorn.
Like him beautiful.
So I am. I forgot that.
Then come, gather your sacred blossom.
Go.
Your crown jewel.
Go on.
Your old new song.
Climb. No. Would you? Not yet.
A moment made immortal.
Climb up, animal.
Roxanne.
Roxanne. I've won what I have won, the feast of love, and I am Lazarus. Yet I've something here that is mine now, that was not mine before I spoke the words that won her, not for me. Kissing my words upon your lips. A merry tune, a sad tune. So, the Capuchin. Hello!
Who is it?
Is Christian there with you?
Cyrano!
Good morrow, cousin.
Cousin, good morrow.
I am coming down.
Oh, the priest again.
She lives here, Madeleine Robin.
You said Roland.
No, Robin.
What is it?
A letter.
Oh?
Some matter profitable to the soul. A very noble lord gave it to me.
De Guiche.
He dares.
It will not be for long when he learns that I love you. Mademoiselle, the drums are beating and the regiment arms for the march. Secretly, I remain here in the convent. I have disobeyed. I shall be with you soon. I send this First, by an old monk as simple as a sheep who understands nothing of this. Your smile is more than I can bear, and seek no more. Be alone tonight, waiting for one who dares to hope you will forgive, etc. Father, this letter concerns you, and you, Christian. Listen. Mademoiselle, the cardinal will have his way, although against your will. That is why I am sending this to you by a most holy man, intelligent, discreet. You will communicate to him our order to perform here and at once the rite of holy matrimony. You and Christian will be married privately in your house. I have sent him to you. I know you hesitate. Be resigned, nevertheless, to the cardinal's command, who sends here with his blessing. Be assured also of my own respect and high consideration. Signed, your very humble and etc.
Noble lord, I said so, never fear.
Am I a good reader of letters?
Careful.
Oh, this is terrible.
A worthy lord, a very worthy lord. Daughter, resign yourself.
I am resigned.